to show y'all today. I'll share that with y'all. Little blues lick. Little fill lick. The coolest part about the banjo that I like is just that we can get so many voices and we don't have to travel so far to get them. For instance, just within the first 3 frets, we have a whole world of different scales that we can use. First fret kind of sounds Middle Eastern kind of tone to it. Second fret country feel to it. And the third fret's kind of like a blues feel. And that's the fret that we're going to use today. We're going to venture into like the blues kind of feel. But it's kind of cool that we can kind of close the gap between different cultures just within 3 frets on a banjo. It's kind of cool if you think about it. So the lick is... So let's start up from the beginning. Now we're kind of resting the strum. We're not really chopping. We're kind of getting quiet with that. Because you want the notes to ring out. You want this lick to be more in front. Notice I'm keeping the rhythm. Practice this with me. I'm on 2nd string, 2nd fret, and I'm doing a hammer-on, half-step hammer-on to the 3rd fret. Pretty much, I'm just strumming on the 1st and 2nd strings. And of course, doing my pull-off on the 5th string. The initial strike to get the count going is on the 2nd string. Now if you mess up and hit the 3rd string, it's not the end of the world. You can bring that in anyway. I mean, you bring a little bit more bottom to it, a little more warmth to it, so it won't be so high-ended. We're not going for perfection. Now speed it up a little bit. Now after you learn that lick right there, that little hammer on it, you could actually do something else a little bit bluesy. Let's lay your index flat across 1st and 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then do a hammer on the 3rd fret. And let's do a hammer on that way. Get that little bluesy kind of grind, you know. You can do a slide that way too, from the 1st fret to the 3rd fret. It's pretty cool. It's pretty well diverse in what you can do with this. Let's practice that lick. When you get there, you're doing this twice. soon as you release, it's the second fret, first string, pull off. Practice that. As soon as you do that pull off, and you hear that string go open, you're automatically set to do the slide on the second string. That's the only trickiest thing about this timing. Well, maybe not directly on the note. Now, play this with me. Oops. Drop. Open. Second string. See? So it's kind of like two strikes on that string. The initial strike at the beginning of the slide, two more strikes to the end. Then release. So when you get to the third string, third fret lick, it's pretty simple. When you hit the hammer on, give it another beat. Then open G. String. Third string. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. Well, I didn't really learn that lick from anybody. I kind of came up with that by kind of listening to different banjo players and meshing them together. This part, I kind of learned a little bit of learning by learning Bill Emerson play banjo a lot of times. He did a lick like that, a little blues lick. And it ended up on third fret, third string that I learned by listening to him. I said, that sounds an awful lot like his little licks he used to do at the end of his runs. And so I put that in there. Kind of give it more of a gritty feel to it. This part, of course I learned from Foggy Mountain Breakdown, that's that little lick. So is that. I'm not here to show you the Foggy Mountain Breakdown, but I kind of meshed the two licks together, and I really meshed them together when I played the song I Saw the Light. I was using it as a way to kind of answer back, had a banjo answer me back when I was singing that part, praise the Lord now, I saw the light. And I started doing that lick. And I'm like, man, I like that. And then I go back into the second verse. Well, I was a fool to wandering astray, straight into the gate, narrow way. Then like a blind man, God came back to the side. Well, praise the Lord now, I saw the light. Praise the think of it, and I do, I don't know what anybody else does, but I think of it as I'm having a conversation with the banjo, and it's talking back to me and I'm talking to it. I know that sounds like woohoo out there, but I approach music that way. I want it to seem like I'm having a conversation between the instrument and me. That I'm bringing this guy to life. I'm like a ventriloquist with an instrument. That I'm giving this thing a voice to project it to you. That's how I kind of approach music that way. It's a way of it's telling you a story. And I hope that don't sound weird. But I've always approached it that way. So when you're looking at this lick, don't think of it as you're trying to mimic somebody else. Mimic what I'm doing. Just in a moment, use it to learn so you can get your fingers used to fiddling around with sounds. Different sounds on the banjo. Just within this one lesson we've already learned. And just for the first 3 frets, we've got a whole world of sound there we could use. This hand. One more tone up to the neck. Bottom tone to the back. And you can also control the volume. More control. And use this hand to fill in the blanks. They're working together. This instrument, these hands, your brain, are all working together to create music. And then you throw in your part of it by singing. If you know what I want to hear, I can't sing, carry a tune in the bucket. Well, I can't really either. And, but I used to sit down with the guitar a lot. You know how I always tell you that the melody can be found within the chords. But I used that to help kind of sing a little bit. I would sit down with my guitar when I was young. I think I was 11 years old, just starting out learning how to play and sing and all that. And I would sit there and start with a note, and I would hum that note. And match the pitch. It wouldn't be perfect. It would not be perfect. And if you think I started perfect with musical talent right out of the gate, I would be glad one day to bring my mama in here and sit down next to me and let her tell you some horror stories about me learning how to play the guitar and playing and singing. Oh my goodness. I'm sure she wouldn't mind coming sitting here next to me and talking. But the stories she could share with you guys. But I would match. I would start with the bottom. And if there was a song I was singing and I didn't think I was really on pitch, I would use that. Go through it until I found the right pitch, until I matched it. And I might help you along too. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I don't know if I said any of those words correct. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, long way to go. Nope, that's wrong too. All wrong. But you can learn it this way. You can use the banjo in so many ways to help you out. Play and sing. Start with like Mountain Dew. There's a big old holler tree down the road here from me. Just work together. Let this instrument help you to help it. Y'all two come together and make beautiful music. Thank you so much for clicking on. Practice that lick, have fun with it, and just get together with the banjo and have one great conversation. Goodbye. Keep playing, guys.